Alrighty, so we're going to do our garden update here. It's been just 2 days over a week since I did the last one. And been picking off this kale every day, if not for myself. And I've got kale over here for the chickens. They love the fresh greens every day. And they're laying some beautiful little eggs that are delicious. I just had eggs and tomatoes. So, that being said, and there's those green onions. They're still doing just fine. Those are green onions that I cut the ends off in the kitchen and popped them in the ground, and there you go. So repurposing, you can cut the tops and use them, but these onions get really flavorful, and you can see how big that stalk is. It's a good 1.5 inches across. Got some little serrano peppers. I thought these were jalapenos, but they're serranos. And I've had all kinds of surprises this year in the garden. I've got zucchini. I just picked 3 huge ones yesterday from being gone all weekend again. And so here's the other zucchini. Some of these tomato plants are not doing well, but some of them are doing excellent. I don't see a good tomato year in my future, but there's always farmer's market to get my sauces made. This one here is aroma. And now you can see what the damage has been done to my cabbage. And I actually am going to pick that here in a few minutes. And I picked the other one. I had 3, and I picked the second one and the first one and had soaked it in very salty vinegar-based water to clean it really well and get all the earwigs out of there. And this one is going to the chickens. Here's a beautiful tomato plant. It's got great clusters on it now. And this one, they're all heirloom, and so that's part of the reason why some of them are not doing so well, because they're not as disease resistant as your hybrids. But I want the chance to save seeds if I need to. And a little Roma here. I've picked off of this one a bunch. And another one of the same variety as I just looked at. And these are the patty pan squash. They're doing fantastic. I picked about an 8-inch patty pan. Maybe 6 inches across. And there's my eggplant. So got a couple little eggplants on there. Just about ready. I think I'm going to pick that biggest one here for Friday night when my husband comes home. So anyways, cucumber plant back there in the pot. And I've got so many squash blossoms, I'd really like to make my stuffed squash blossoms, because there's a ton of them in there. And little patty pans. And little patty pan down there. Yeah, so, it's a really mild squash, too. Okay. Let's go over here. Got my rhubarb, which is still going just gangbusters. Now, the stems on a lot of these leaves are pretty small, but then I still got some sizable stalks in here, as you can see. So I'll be picking off of this one a few more times. I want to put as much in the freezer as possible. And then let's go over to this one. Okay, so I've got, as you can see, the trumpet vine is in bloom, and it attracts a multitude of hummingbirds, which is very cool. Then I've got some cool stuff going on with the green beans. I have to pick here. As you can see, I've got beans hanging. It makes it easy to pick, but look at this. I don't know if you could see that, but a green bean latched on, I'm sure in the wind, to my little wind chime there, and is holding on to that, which is kind of cool. So I've got green beans. This tomato plant has sprawled pretty big. No sign of that rhubarb that was in here on this one side. The root ball's still there, but I'll dig it up. And this one I'm actually going to dig up as well. think I told you that last week, because it will outgrow this bed. It kind of already has. And onions. Now these are bulb onions. They're not green onions. And if you look, you can see that I've got beans vining right up into the trellis, or into the trumpet vine. So, and then this is the back side of that. This is what my neighbor sees, because they have a kitchen window that faces our patio. Oh, look, there's a little hummingbird. Oh, it was up there. Dang. So the green beans go all the way up, and I just love them. It's easy to stand on the bricks and get in there and get those beans, and it makes such a pretty display. So let's go see the other garden where I have a little bit of disappointment coming. All right, so as you can see, I still need to get in here and weed, and I'm hoping to do that this weekend. It'll be the first weekend we've been home since, oh gosh, first part of July. Strut, are you okay? He's having a backward sneezy attack. There's my sunflowers. Look how big that one is. It's just great. And then my big disappointment is my pumpkins. Look at that. The whole vine is dead. And I've only got 2 little pumpkins on there. And I had a mound just this side of that big pumpkin a few weeks ago. Just a little mound of dirt that was kind of mounded up, and I thought, what the heck? And I didn't see any more sign of anything, but that's a pretty good indication that a vole came in and ate the root system. And if you pull on the center of the plant, there's no roots attached. So, very big disappointment. I've never had that happen. And, ooh, the girls are squawking. Look at all those onions back there. They're doing fantastic. They're really bulbing up nice. I'll show you that here in a second. And I'm kind of concerned that the same thing is going on with this one. I've given it a shot of fertilizer, and it doesn't look too hot either. So, got a cucumber there I need to pick. Raspberries are doing fantastic. And I may end up next year putting 2 rhubarb in here and filling the rest with raspberries, because this would be just a great raspberry patch. About, 30 more plants, I think. Maybe not that many. Yeah, about 30. And 2 big rhubarb plants. I think it would be fantastic. So, let me take you around and look at the onions. So as you can see, I've got pimentos on my little pepper plant here. I have 2 of these plants, but this one's producing, the other one's starting to. And then right next to it, look, I have raspberries. I'm so excited about this. These raspberries are just doing fabulous. So, and even this little one that waited till the very end to leaf out is just doing fine. And there, look at my onions. They're just getting busy here. They're doing really, really well. I think I planted overall 150. All right, so here's my sunflowers, and that one down on the end is really tall. It's probably 7, maybe even taller. It's hard to tell because I'm kind of short, but they're all getting ready to flower. So got a little flower bud, and I'm hoping they're all kind of a little different. They came out of the same seed packet, but very often, because the blooms look different on all of them. So like this one, and this is morning sun they're facing, so that's exactly why I planted them here. And in the evening they'll face the house. So I'm excited for these to open. Look at that nice one there. And my friend Shelly, who lives in Redding, California, she's got just stunning sunflower plants. These are one of my favorite flowers. There's that big one way up in the air, and I'm not kidding. I'm 5 feet, and it's got to be 7 feet tall. Oh, and look at this one's looking at me right there. Very pretty. can't wait. And the birds will be happy, keep them busy. Here's another one. Just beautiful. And you can see, look at the stalk on that thing. It's just huge. And we have high winds quite often, so it's kind of nice. Gives the little garden a little bit of diffused light and shade, and a break from that hot sun. There's a look over there. I mow tomorrow morning, so everything will get cleaned up. That little weeping crabapple tree gets to be pruned back again. And there you go. Let's go see the girls. Well, hi girls, can I get in here? Thank you. They just want to come out with us. Hi. Hi, Milas. Okay, let's throw some. Ooh, fresh kale. He just picked it for us. Yeah. So I had some birds coming in here, and I decided to take their hanging feeder and put it inside their little coop and open their little back door so they can get in and go eat. And hopefully that'll deter some birds from trying to get in there. Because I don't need birds eating all their feed. It's expensive, and so I'm going to see what I have. Ooh, look what we got. It's a prize package of 4 beautiful little eggs. I love it. So, these girls over here that are eating their spinach, and I've dried off and crumbled some eggshell to give them back calcium so their eggshells are nice and hard. They have an oyster shell in their feed, but they really like this. So, they love spinach. It's so good. Kale and spinach, yummy. All right, guys. So, I hope it inspires you, as I say every time, to get outside. Maybe try having some backyard chickens. The hens are fun, and you get delicious fresh eggs. And they're as organic as I am, so that's always a plus. And there's my dog walking around. I love it. All right. Guess who gets to eat those pumpkins? These girls. That'll be fun. All right. I'll see you next time.